This is part 3 about the DuPont family. Xavier is consistently going to a gun range right before the murders of his family. And while he's at the gun range, he is asking the instructor questions such as, what are the best silencers for a .22 rifle? Like, excuse me? Right before your family's murdered? Not looking too good for you, bud. Further into the investigation, they find receipts in the family home that were from a store from over 100 miles away. And on the receipt, it shows that 5 black bin bags were purchased, the exact same type of bags that the bodies were found in. There's another receipt that shows that fresh cement was also purchased before the murders. April 3rd of 2011 was the last time anyone reported seeing the DuPonts alive. Xavier and his wife Agnes and 3 of their children all went out to dinner. Agnes's first son, Arthur, did not attend this dinner. After the family ate dinner, they went home, and around 10:30 that night, Xavier calls his sister Christina, but she didn't answer, so he left her a voicemail. And in this voice message, he tells her about the nice dinner he just had with his family and that he had to go put his kids to bed. Again, the kids were found with sleeping pills in their system during their autopsies. That's not even the weirdest part about this call. Before he hangs up the phone, he says, "I'll see you soon. Maybe." He says maybe. They also find that all of their bank accounts were closed purposely. Multiple surveillance cameras captured Xavier driving through different towns, getting gas, getting money out the ATM after the so-called murders. He wasn't trying to hide the fact that he was leaving at all. When he would go up to these ATMs or go to the gas station, he wasn't wearing a mask, he wasn't trying to hide his face from the camera. There was actually a shot of him staring right into a camera, like just staring at it. Investigators say that it was clear that he was not trying to hide. A lot of people believe that this is because he's going to take his own life. So they're on the go, they gotta move fast. By this time, he has traveled 12 hours away from where his family lives. The last place that he was seen on camera was a motel that was right by a big bed of woods, so they immediately go to check these woods to see if he went out there to shoot himself. They do not find Xavier DuPont there. Some people start to believe that Xavier might have escaped on a cargo ship and ended up in Argentina. Xavier spoke French but was also very fluent in English and Spanish. He could be anywhere in the world, they just don't know for sure. But then a tip comes forward. Someone says that Xavier was in contact with an old girlfriend of his from Germany before the murders. They tried to search for this girl, but turned up nothing. They couldn't find her. Then in 2015, it is said that an unknown journalist was sent a photo with Xavier and one of his sons, Benoit, on the back of it together. And on the front of it, it was written, "I'm still alive." It has been 13 years. And still no one has located Xavier DuPont. Not one clue has came up as to where he is. And a lot of people of France believe that he will never be found. Other people believe that he went and took his own life, and they just couldn't find the body. But if he was gonna take his own life, why not just take it at home? You know what I mean? He traveled 12 hours away, which leads a lot of people to believe that he did flee the country. And then you have the small majority of people who believe with all their heart that Xavier and his wife and all 4 of their children are still alive and that they faked their own deaths. And you see it in the movies, but this stuff does also happen in real life. People have faked their deaths multiple times. And then some people say, oh, well, there's no way. Autopsy shows that these are real people. They do DNA. When you have a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money, you can pay a medical examiner to lie and say that this body belongs to somebody else when it's not. If you have the right amount of money, you can go up to the right medical examiner and say, hey, here's $1 million. Will you say this body belongs to John Smith? There's someone who's going to take that money and run with it. Do I believe Xavier killed his family? Probably. I mean, come on now. I can't think of who else. Why, though? I don't know why. A lot of people think that it's because he was ashamed that he was going broke. But I mean, god damn. To shoot everybody and kill and the dogs? Those babies went to sleep every night thinking, okay, this is my daddy, he's going to protect me. Imagine you sleep in the same house as somebody that you love and you think you're protected by, and then it shoots you in the fucking head.